Hi, Laura. Uh, our final question today, and it's an important one. What advice would you give another parent who has a child who is struggling with maths difficulties?
Yeah. That just summarize my last several years of learning myself about this. I think a few things. I think one, curiosity is really important. So being curious about how your child is seeing the world, what their struggles are, instead of just deciding for them, oh, they should be at this math level. Well, what's happening? I like to ask my daughter, um, when she's struggling, what do you see, or what's your experience of the numbers? And not all kids will be able to articulate this, but for example, our family likes to play a board game, and she Settlers of Catan, and she always hated playing. And so we just thought, well, she hates playing. That's a bummer because the rest of us like it. Well, come to find out, at any given point in the game, you have to know how many points all the other people have.
Wow.
And the number changes. It goes up, it goes down, depending on what pieces you have. And so what we found out she hated was she couldn't keep track of her own points, let alone everyone else's points. And she didn't know how to calculate all the points because it involved, multiple methods. And so being curious let us realize what was going on, and we were able to we came up with a little board that we all color in our dots for dot patterns, so at any given moment she knows how much all of us have, including herself, and she loves it. And now we play. So curiosity. um, in the beginning days, the curiosity led to, let's get her tested, because I see a lot of parents who are hesitant to have their kid evaluated
Mm.
because I think they're afraid to find out their child has a learning disability, and what would we do? It was overwhelming for me.
Yeah.
Um, and but finding out and knowing more, that knowledge is power, because then you understand, okay,
Yeah.
this is what the kid needs now, or these are the strengths they possess that can help them.
Yeah.
um, so curiosity and being open to a number of possibilities. I think also, um, for me, challenging what others say. So at first they were challenging me on, like, your daughter can't have a learning disability because she um, does so well in her other classes. But I knew, my instinct as a mom, I knew something was
Yeah.
off. And so I think challenging what maybe the authorities are saying and kind of being willing to push back with that. Lately, our challenge has been, if the school says you have to be at a certain point, well, who says, is that really success for life, or success for getting through the grade, or,
Yeah.
are there ways around it? So we are constantly kind of asking those questions. Um, and then also looking for your child's strengths. I think lots of times we see, like, I'm kind of a reformer, or I like to make things better kind of at heart. And I can see something that's wrong and want to fix it. And but I'm having much more success when I look at my daughter and I see, okay, what are the things she loves? What is she really excited about? Um, and then really encouraging those in her. And sometimes we use those in math. So she's writing a story right now. And so sometimes we can use what she loves and kind of use it with math. And that actually sticks a lot better for her. But also, it it really has grown her confidence in who she is and that she has something to bring the world. Um, and with her math struggles, just thinking of it as that she's just wired differently. Like, her brain is fundamentally, at least from what I've been reading from, like, Brian Butterworth, she's wired differently. Her brain is different. And so, well, one day we were doing math and she had, like, a really down, discouraged face. And I was like, what's up? Because we're like, need to get doing math, but you can tell she's not in a state of mind to do math. And she said, well, some kids at school asked why I disappeared from math class. and they want to know what level I'm at. And she's like, what level am I at? And I was like, well, you're not really at the level, at a level, you're doing your own thing. And we were talking about it, and we came up with this analogy, she and I together, that it's like all the kids, all her friends, they're all in band, which she loved because that age really was in band. And I said, you're all in band class and you're all learning music, just like you're all learning math. You're all learning music. Well, most of the class is learning to play the trumpet, but you're learning to play the flute. So you need to have a class that teaches you flute. So your music is going to be written for a flute, your materials are for a flute, theirs is for a trumpet. You're all learning music.
It's
but
specific to her, sort of.
yeah, but this is specific to you. So I was like, you're still in class, but we're doing math that is specific for you, for how you understand, how you think, how you grasp it. And she got really excited about that. And I think that gave her a little just kind of story to take with her, to think about, and not feel like she had to compare herself to her peers.
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
I think that's, I mean, I probably have more to say, but if I was going to be short, that's what I would say.
Can I just say thank you very much today? That was fantastic, and we're really good to speak to you. And if it's okay, we'd like to have you back and talk maybe later in the year.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you,
Thank
Rob.
you very much.
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you.